Hi everybody and welcome to Gemma's Window. If you have looked at the calculations below or looked at the calculations on my website, gemmaswindow.com, and concluded that you're a power year number 6, then you are at the right place. For January, you're in the month of 7. Just wanted to make sure. So let's explain those numbers a little bit, and then we're going to look at business, we're going to look at love, and we're going to look at any situation in your life you'd like an answer to, which is a lot of fun. And we're going to use those numbers, 6 and 7, to figure out what's going on with our power number 6s. Now, you're going into a whole year of 6, and there are major themes of 6. That can be marriage, it can be breakup. It's also about responsibility. How much do you give of yourself and how much do you do for others? Okay, and trying to balance those two things. So let's take a look at our business at hand over here, and let's take a look, if you've already got a job, let's start there and see how that job's going and see what the people that you work with think of you, okay? So we're going to come over here. I've already pulled some cards and we'll pull more as we go. But I feel like 6s, don't be too hasty in the month of January. When you're in a 7 mode, it means kind of stand back and watch and listen rather than make too much noise. What I'm getting here starting off the year for you is misunderstandings at work, miscommunications at work, even possibly somebody saying something about you that isn't true or gets misconstrued at work. I feel like the cards are saying you're going to have to take this one on the chest and live with it for a while. I feel like the more confusion and the more things that you say and the more denial and the more explanations only confuse the issue more. It's important in that month of 7 not to be too hasty in any which way, because things will have a way of working out on their own. And people may not believe you, or it just may make things worse. I don't find you in the happiest place right now, because one of the things that I have is that there's other layoffs around you, or people are not there, they're sick, or people are on maternity leave, whatever it is, and I feel like you get smacked with a lot of work that isn't technically yours, and it's best to, shall I say, suck it up. Suck it up for January. We'll look at it again in February and see what happens, but suck it up for January, because I feel like you're being watched by authority figures, and it is going to be in your better interest and make you look good. Just showing up every day and being professional and moving forward. Let's pull a few cards for if you are looking for that job, okay? Okay, so some of you may have recently lost your position, is what I feel like I'm getting. And I will tell you what the death card means. The death card means not necessarily that someone's dying. It means letting go of the life that you're living to receive the wonderful life that's waiting for you. And even if it's just you considering leaving, or thinking that I think these people are getting sick of me at work, or you have been let go for quite some time and you're looking for that position, the card of action here is phenomenal. There might be 3 different opportunities for you. You might apply to 3 different things. The 3 is important. It might be in 3 days, it might be in 3 weeks, or you might get 3 offers. There's many offers coming to your door. So make sure you're out there and you're looking. I want to tell you the days to do that. That's going to be the best days for looking for that job, or the January 6th, the 15th, and the 24th. The whole while with that 6, you're going to be striving this year to look for something that isn't going to keep you all crazy hours, that you're going to be able to share yourself with others as well. Or the flip side, you're going to find something or need to look for something that gives you more money and more hours because you've kind of been maybe taking it easy, or maybe you're a student and you're just getting out there for the first time and there's going to be more responsibility on your shoulders. Okay? All right. Let's move on to romance. Now, for those of you that are in a relationship, okay, 6s, we want to find the right person for you in this year. In my opinion, this is the most romantic year out of your whole cycle. What I'm getting in these cards for romance, I have to tell you, I feel like you've tried. You've tried and you've tried and you've tried if you're already in a relationship. You're waiting to see if there'll be any changes. And the outcome that I have is not so great, not so much. That you're still disappointed, that you still may feel like you've been deceived in some way. I feel like the cards are suggesting to you, again, you're in that month of 7, so you may not want to be hasty, but you've got this Hanged Man here, so I feel like you have been in limbo. And if you're just beginning to be in limbo, hang out for January, take a look, watch what happens, maybe wait and see, give it enough time, but most importantly, ask for what you need. That's in the cards. This is based on you have made it clear what you want and what you need. You've given some time, but ultimately I feel like there may still be just more of the same and some disappointment. Think about it, because this is a year we want to find you somebody that you're really going to be happy with. Now, if you're looking for a relationship, I'm going to use these same cards. If I need more, I'm going to pull them. But the same message is coming across is that I feel like you've got your eggs in the wrong basket, and I'm sorry. Those eggs could be in the basket of someone who you're waiting for them to call you back, someone who you're hoping it works out, but it just seems unrealistic for whatever reason. The eggs in the basket could also mean the way you've been going about trying to meet someone. So let's ask this question. Let's say, okay, if you change gears on all the things that I've just mentioned, and maybe there's another example out there that you're having. You want to see someone in particular, or you're looking to find someone special. Okay? And we're going to change it up. And we're going to say, if you do change it up and you take all the eggs out of whatever that basket is, what's the best that we can expect for the month of January? And remember, it's a quiet month for you 6s with that 7 going on. It's a month for you. Well, as it turns out, what I have here is a very happy ending. I was just trying to understand what the cards are saying. If you change gears, whether the way you're going about meeting someone, whether it's taking your eye off of A and going on over to B, or being open to B, I like them. You've got a very serious relationship here. You're meant to be in a serious relationship this year. And actually, you're pretty close to it, but I feel like you've got to listen to some good advice that you've gotten wherever it's come from. Think about it. Who's given you advice? I know we're talking about advice right now, but who's given you advice? Or maybe you read some advice on what to do and how to meet someone. If you can't think of a thing, then consider what we're talking about here, doing something different than you're already doing, or start looking for something different. And you know, this is a good time to remind you, a reader such as myself, I'm here to validate, to try to get you to look at things a different way, and to even maybe give you some suggestions to make things better. But you are the best judge. You're the judge of your future and your life, okay? I know you know that, but I just wanted to tell you. Best days for romance would be January 8th, 17th, or 26th. Now, lastly, I just want to pull 3 cards for you, and I want you to think about any situation that's in your life right now. Okay, sixes, think of any situation that's in your life, and we want to give you an answer. What the answer is it's pretty much summing it up right here, is that you can only depend on you. You're going to end up with you. You're the one who's going to make it better. You're the one who's going to be making the changes, and you're going to be very happy with it that way. So I want you not to follow the fold, but my suggestion is that you don't follow the fold, is that you actually lead the fold. You have your Ace of Swords here, which means you are battling something. Something is bothering you, but the harder that you work and the harder that you focus on it, this card says the outcome is going to be better than anything you could have imagined. And it means letting go of someone or a concept. Somebody's going to get cut out of your equation, whatever this issue is, because it all comes back down to you relying on you not waiting around or relying on others, and you moving forward. So put that into the terms of whatever your situation is, and know that it's going to be okay, sixes. It's going to be okay. Thank you so much for joining Jemma's Window, and I'm going to see you next month when we continue with another bunch of information to see how we're going to get through February. If you'd like to subscribe, I'd love to have you. Thanks so much. See you next time.